Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. If you want to change your life, you've got to start by changing your mind. The way you think will determine how far you go. If your mind is weak, your life will follow suit. But if your mind is strong, you can overcome anything. Let me tell you something. Most people have it all wrong. They wait until they see results before they believe in themselves. They wait for someone else to tell them they're good enough, smart enough, or capable enough before they take action. But that's not how success works. That's not how a strong mindset is built. If you want to achieve anything in life, you have to believe it before you see it. Think about it. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, every success story started with someone believing in something that didn't yet exist. The car you drive, the phone in your pocket, the plane flying in the sky. At one point, these were just ideas in someone's mind. But the people behind them didn't wait for proof before they took action. They saw it in their minds first. They believed it was possible even when nobody else did. Now, apply that to your own life. If you keep waiting for signs, for guarantees, for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. That's why so many people stay stuck. They don't take the first step because they can't see the whole staircase. But the truth is, you don't need to see the whole path. You just need to take that first step with belief. Your mind is powerful. It can create your reality, but only if you feed it the right thoughts. If you wake up every day doubting yourself, telling yourself you're not good enough, guess what? Your actions will follow that belief and you'll prove yourself right. But if you wake up every morning and tell yourself, I can do this, I am built for greatness, I am capable of achieving my goals, then you will start moving like someone who believes. And when you move with belief, opportunities open up and life starts shifting in your favor. This isn't some fairy tale thinking. This is real. Look at athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders who have made it big. They didn't start off with everything in place. They didn't have all the answers, but they had one thing: belief. They walked, talked, and acted like they were already successful long before the world recognized them. And because of that, success eventually caught up with them. You have to do the same. If you're chasing a dream, act like it's already yours. If you're working toward a goal, carry yourself like someone who has already won. Speak life into your situation, even if things aren't perfect right now. Because the truth is, life will give you what you believe you deserve. If you believe in struggle, you'll get more struggle. If you believe in abundance, you'll attract more opportunities. So don't wait for proof. Don't wait for applause. Don't wait for someone else to validate you. Believe in yourself first and watch how the world starts to believe in you too. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it, that's what's going to grow. If you plant negativity, doubt, and fear, your life will be filled with struggle, hesitation, and missed opportunities. But if you plant confidence, positivity, and vision, you'll watch your life transform into something powerful. The problem is, too many people don't realize that they are the gatekeepers of their own minds. They allow negativity to flood in without even thinking twice. They wake up in the morning and the first thing they do is check their phone, scrolling through bad news, drama, and distractions. Before they even get out of bed, they've already fed their mind with stress and frustration, and then they wonder why their day feels heavy, why they feel stuck, why nothing seems to go their way. What you feed your mind determines how you think, how you feel, and ultimately how you act. If you're constantly consuming negativity, whether it's from the news, toxic people, or your own self-doubt, you are programming yourself to think small, to expect failure, and to settle for less than what you deserve. On the other hand, if you make a conscious decision to fill your mind with positive, empowering, and growth-focused thoughts, you start to build the kind of mindset that attracts success. Look at the conversations you have every day. Are you surrounded by people who uplift you, who push you, who speak life into your dreams? Or are you constantly around complainers, people who gossip, people who tell you what you can't do? Because let me tell you something, energy is contagious. Spend enough time around negativity and it will start shaping your mindset without you even realizing it. And it's not just about the people around you. It's about the books you read, the music you listen to, the content you consume. If all you watch are shows filled with drama and chaos, that energy seeps into your thinking. If all you listen to are songs that glorify struggle and failure, that mindset starts to feel normal. But when you start filling your mind with wisdom, with motivation, with knowledge, you start thinking differently. You start seeing possibilities instead of obstacles. You start expecting more from yourself and from life. Your mind is your most valuable asset, but only if you protect it. You wouldn't pour garbage into a luxury car and expect it to run smoothly. So why pour negativity into your mind and expect it to produce success? Be intentional. Start your day with something uplifting. Read something that makes you better. Listen to people who have been where you want to go. Cut off the negativity, the distractions, and the excuses, because when you take control of what you feed your mind, you take control of your entire life. Failure is one of the most misunderstood things in life. Most people are so afraid of failing that they never even try. They sit on the sidelines watching other people go after their dreams, too scared to take a step because they don't want to fall. But let me tell you something. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success. Every successful person you admire has failed more times than they can count. The difference is they didn't let failure stop them. They didn't see it as a dead end. They saw it as a stepping stone. They failed forward. They took the lessons, adjusted their approach, and kept moving, because in the end, the only real failure is giving up. As long as you're still trying, still learning, still growing, you haven't failed. You're just on your way. The problem is that most people take failure personally. They think that because they failed at something, it means they are a failure. But that's not true. Failing at something just means you haven't figured it out yet. It means there's something to learn, some skill to sharpen, some adjustment to make. If you can change the way you see failure, you will change the way you approach life. Think about a baby learning to walk. When they take their first step and fall, do they just sit down and say, well, I guess walking isn't for me? No, they get back up. They try again. They stumble, they fall, but they keep moving until one day they're running. That's how life works. You will fall, you will mess up, you will hit obstacles, but if you keep getting back up, you will eventually get where you're meant to be. Too many people let one failure define their whole journey. They try something once, it doesn't work, and they give up. But what if success was just one more try away? What if the only reason you haven't reached your goal is because you walked away too soon? You have to train yourself to see failure as feedback, not finality. Every setback carries a lesson. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Start asking, what can I learn from this? Because if you can learn, you can grow. And if you can grow, you can succeed. The truth is, failure is a filter. It separates the people who want something from the people who are willing to work for it. It weeds out the ones who are only in it for quick success and rewards those who are committed. So if you're failing, good. That means you're in the game. That means you're trying. That means you're getting closer. No champion has ever won without losing first. No entrepreneur has ever succeeded without facing rejection. No dream has ever come to life without setbacks. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is simple. The ones who make it are the ones who keep going. Not everyone in your life is meant to go with you to the next level. Some people are there for a season, and some people are there for a reason. But not everyone is meant to stay. The sooner you understand this, the sooner you can start protecting your dreams. Because let me tell you something. There are people out there who will kill your dreams before they even have a chance to grow. These dream killers come in different forms. Some of them disguise themselves as friends, family, or even mentors. They smile in your face but plant seeds of doubt in your mind. They tell you, are you sure you want to do that? Or maybe you should play it safe. They remind you of all the risks, all the reasons why it won't work, all the times someone else tried and failed. And the worst part, they make you second guess yourself. And here's the thing, you can't afford that. You can't afford to let their small thinking shrink your vision, because the truth is, most of the time, these people aren't trying to hurt you on purpose. They're just projecting their own fears onto you. They couldn't do it, so they assume you can't either. They let life beat them down, so they think it'll do the same to you. But their limitations are not your limitations. Just because they gave up on their dreams doesn't mean you have to give up on yours. Then there are the dream killers who don't even pretend to support you. These are the ones who criticize, mock, and doubt you from the very beginning. The ones who laugh when you talk about your goals. The ones who try to make you feel crazy for wanting more out of life. And you know what? Let them laugh. Let them talk, because one day they'll see you succeed and they'll wonder how you did it. But you have to be strong enough to walk away from negative energy. You have to guard your mind like your life depends on it. Because it does. You can't keep people in your circle just because you've known them for years. You can't hold on to relationships that don't support your growth. If someone is constantly bringing you down, questioning your vision, or filling your head with doubt, you need to love them from a distance. That doesn't mean you have to cut everyone off completely, but it does mean you need to be intentional about who you share your dreams with. Not everyone deserves a front row seat to your journey. Some people are only meant to watch from the sidelines. And while you're cutting out the dream killers, make sure you're not one of them yourself. Because sometimes the biggest dream killer is the voice inside your own head. If you've been telling yourself it's too hard, that you're not good enough, that you'll never make it, stop. Stop sabotaging your own future. Speak life over yourself. Believe in your potential. Surround yourself with people who see your greatness, even when you don't. Your dream is your responsibility. Protect it, nurture it, defend it, because if you don't, nobody else will. Pressure is a part of life. There's no escaping it. No matter who you are, where you come from, or what you're trying to achieve, at some point, life is going to test you. It's going to push you, challenge you, and throw obstacles in your way. The question is, are you going to let the pressure break you, or are you going to use it to make you stronger? Most people crack under pressure because they weren't prepared for it. They expect everything to be smooth, easy, and predictable, but that's not how success works. Anything worth having will come with struggles. The higher you want to go, the more resistance you will face. If you're chasing a big dream, you need to expect setbacks, delays, and disappointments. You need to prepare for the moments when things don't go as planned, when people let you down, when doors close in your face. Because when pressure comes, you have two choices. You either fold under it or you rise above it. Think about the strongest materials in the world: diamond, steel, gold. What do they all have in common? They were all made under extreme pressure. A diamond starts as nothing more than a piece of carbon, but after years of being under intense heat and pressure, it turns into something rare and valuable. Steel has to be melted and forged in fire before it becomes strong enough to build skyscrapers. Gold has to go through the hottest flames before it's purified. The same principle applies to you. The pressure you feel in life is not there to destroy you. It's there to shape you, strengthen you, and prepare you for what's coming next. But staying unshakable under pressure is not just about surviving. It's about thriving. It's about standing tall even when everything around you is trying to bring you down. It's about keeping your focus when chaos is all around you, because the truth is, pressure doesn't just reveal your strength, it reveals your mindset. When you're under pressure, do you panic or do you push forward? Do you let fear take over, or do you remind yourself that you were built for this? Do you complain about how hard it is, or do you rise to the occasion? Because in the end, it's not the pressure that breaks people, it's their response to it. Successful people don't run from pressure, they embrace it. They know that pressure means they're growing. It means they're in the game. It means they're on the path to something bigger. When things get hard, they don't back down. They double down. They dig deeper. They push harder. They remind themselves why they started in the first place. And let's be real, life is unpredictable. You can't control everything that happens to you, but what you can control is how you respond. When pressure comes, you can either see it as a reason to quit or a reason to grow. You can let it defeat you, or you can let it refine you. You can break down, or you can break through. The choice is yours. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, the next time life pushes you to your limits, don't see it as a curse. See it as a blessing. See it as proof that you're leveling up. See it as an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient, because the ones who can stay unshakable under pressure, those are the ones who make it to the top. Excuses are the enemy of progress. They're the little lies we tell ourselves to stay comfortable, to avoid risk, to delay what we know we need to do. They sound reasonable, they sound logical, and they make us feel better in the moment. But in the long run, excuses do nothing but hold us back. If you want to build a strong mindset, you have to eliminate excuses from your life and replace them with action. Too many people talk about what they want but never do anything about it. They say, I'll start tomorrow, or I just need to wait for the right time, or I don't have the resources, the skills, the connections. They come up with 100 reasons why they can't start. But here's the truth. There will never be a perfect time. There will never be a moment when everything is lined up perfectly for you to take action. If you keep waiting for conditions to be just right, you'll be waiting forever. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who move, even when things aren't perfect. It comes to those who take a step forward, even when they're scared. It comes to those who are willing to figure things out as they go. You don't need to have all the answers before you start. You just need to start. Think about a plane taking off. It doesn't wait for all the traffic lights on the ground to turn green before it moves. It just takes off and adjusts in the air. That's exactly how you have to approach life. If you sit around waiting for everything to be clear, you'll never get off the ground. But if you take action, if you start moving forward, you'll figure out the rest along the way. The most dangerous thing you can do in life is nothing. Sitting still, making excuses, waiting for the right time. That's how dreams die. That's how people wake up years later wondering where their time went, why they never achieved what they wanted. Regret is the price of inaction. You don't want to look back and realize you wasted years making excuses instead of making moves. And let's be real, taking action isn't always easy. It's uncomfortable, it's scary, it forces you to step into the unknown. But guess what? Growth only happens outside of your comfort zone. If you're always choosing what's easy, you're choosing to stay the same. And staying the same means staying stuck. Stop telling yourself you're not ready. Stop blaming your circumstances. Stop waiting for someone else to give you permission. You are ready enough. You have everything you need to start. The only thing missing is the decision to go all in. So make that decision today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today, take that first step. No more excuses, just action. Because in the end, the only thing standing between you and your success is what you choose to do right now. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in life, yet so many people overlook it. They get so caught up chasing what's next, trying to get more, trying to reach the next level, that they forget to appreciate what they already have. But let me tell you something. If you can't appreciate where you are now, you'll never be happy no matter how far you go. A lot of people think success is just about working harder, achieving more, and pushing forward. And yes, ambition is important. Drive is important. But if you don't stay grounded, if you don't take time to be grateful, you'll always feel like something is missing. You'll always feel like what you have isn't enough. And that's how people end up miserable, chasing more but never feeling fulfilled. Gratitude changes everything. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present. It reminds you that no matter how big your goals are, you've already come a long way. It humbles you, keeps you centered, and helps you enjoy the journey instead of constantly stressing about the destination. Because the truth is, success without gratitude is empty. Think about it. Have you ever seen someone who has all the money, the fame, the achievements, yet they're still unhappy? That's because they never stopped to appreciate what they had along the way. They were so focused on the next big thing that they forgot to enjoy the little thing. And when you live like that, nothing is ever enough. No matter how much you achieve, you'll always feel like you need more. But when you make gratitude a daily habit, everything changes. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop feeling like you're behind. You start recognizing the blessings in your life, the opportunities you've been given, the progress you've made. And when you focus on that, you create space for even more blessings to come your way. Because here's the secret. Gratitude attracts abundance. When you appreciate what you have, you open the door for more. When you take care of what's in front of you, life gives you even bigger things to handle. And while gratitude keeps you fulfilled, staying grounded keeps you steady. Because as you grow, as you succeed, as you level up, you will face new challenges. People will test you. Life will throw unexpected situations your way. And if you're not grounded, it's easy to lose yourself. It's easy to get caught up in ego, to let success change you, to forget where you came from. That's why you have to stay humble. No matter how high you rise, never forget your roots. Never forget the struggles that made you who you are. Never forget the people who supported you when you had nothing. Because the moment you start thinking you and don't need to learn anymore, that's when you start to fall. Staying grounded means remembering that success is not just about what you achieve, but how you carry yourself along the way. It means treating people with respect no matter what level you reach. It means staying connected to your values, your purpose, and the things that truly matter. So take a moment every single day to be grateful. Look at what you have, appreciate how far you come, and remind yourself that no matter where life takes you, you will stay humble, you will stay grounded, and you will never take your blessings for granted. Because gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a way of life. And when you live with gratitude, you don't just succeed, you thrive. Growth is not something you do once and then check off a list. It's a lifelong process, a mindset, a way of living. The moment you stop growing, you start falling behind. Because the truth is, life is always moving, always changing, always evolving. And if you're not growing with it, you're getting left behind. Too many people get comfortable. They reach a certain level of success and they think they've made it. They stop learning, stop challenging themselves, stop pushing for more. But the second you stop growing, you start declining. There is no standing still in life. You're either getting better or getting worse. And if you want to build a strong mindset, if you want to stay ahead, you have to commit to growth every single day. Growth doesn't just happen by accident. It happens because you make a decision to improve. It happens because you actively seek out new knowledge, new skills, new experiences that challenge you and push you beyond your comfort zone. If you want to keep growing, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. You have to be willing to admit that you don't know everything. You have to be willing to stay a student, no matter how much you think you already know. Look at the most successful people in the world. They never stop learning. They read, they study, they surround themselves with people who challenge them. They don't get stuck in the past thinking their old ways will always work. They adapt, they evolve, they reinvent themselves when necessary. And that's why they stay at the top, because they understand that the world doesn't slow down for anyone. So if you want to stay ahead, you have to keep up. But growth isn't just about learning. It's about applying what you learn. It's about taking action, stepping outside of your routine and doing the things that scare you, because growth happens in discomfort. If everything in your life feels easy and predictable, that's a sign you're not growing. Growth happens when you take risks. It happens when you challenge yourself to do something you've never done before. It happens when you put yourself in situations that stretch you and force you to level up. And growth isn't always comfortable. Sometimes it means failing. It means making mistakes, feeling frustrated, wanting to quit. But that's part of the process. Every setback is a lesson. Every challenge is an opportunity to get stronger. If you only do what's easy, you'll never grow. If you only stay where it's safe, you'll never become who you're meant to be. You also have to understand that growth isn't just about your career or your success. It's about every area of your life. It's about growing mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's about improving your mindset, your habits, your relationships. Some people focus so much on professional growth that they forget to grow as a person. They chase money and success but neglect their health, their family, their inner peace. But true success is about becoming a better version of yourself in every way, not just in one area. So ask yourself, are you growing? Are you challenging yourself? Are you pushing beyond your limits? If the answer is no, then it's time to make a change, because the only way to keep winning in life is to never stop growing. At the end of the day, your mindset determines your future. If you want to build a strong, unstoppable life, you have to commit to these principles, not just for a day, not just for a season, but for a lifetime. Believe in yourself before anyone else does. Protect your mind from negativity. See failure as a stepping stone, not a dead end. Cut out the people who don't support your vision. Stay calm under pressure. Take action, no excuses. Stay humble, stay grateful, and above all, never stop growing. Because success isn't just about talent, luck, or opportunity. It's about discipline. It's about consistency. It's about refusing to quit when things get tough. The road won't always be easy, but if you commit to these steps, if you show up every day ready to improve, ready to push forward, ready to fight for what you want, nothing can stop you. Your dreams are waiting on you. Your next level is waiting on you. The only question is, are you ready to go get it?